Welcome to 2015 Pisces. Thanks for joining me. I'm Dadhichi, and some amazing things happening in the heavens now. I wanted to change the format a little bit, focus on what I'd consider a core issue for you now, especially with Saturn moving into the very important 10th house, or what we call the pinnacle of the horoscope. This 10th house certainly has a lot to say about work, profession, our achievement in life as such. But there is another esoteric face to this sector which has to do with our identity, the development of our ego. And that to me is probably more important than the achievement of any great outer success. The masks we put on to deal with the world, the identities we assume and somehow start to believe are us, have to be ripped off, torn up, thrown out or buried, whatever you need to do with that. This reading for you for 2015 is a rather dramatic and I guess you'd call it ferocious. It's like a mauling by a pit bull tearing at that face, but you should rest in the comfort that ripping to shreds that thing that is not you, that identity, that social presentation that's borrowed, that's been superimposed on you by educational institutions, by culture, by advertisers. This fabrication that you think of yourself to be has to be ripped apart by the pit bull of truth. We have to look at who we are. So that's where we're at right now. This is a very, very big transition. Are you up to the job of it? Are you up to looking at yourself as you are, without any of the accoutrements that we acquire, the little habits of culture? You know, study our own language systems, which are all borrowed. You look at people in the Bronx talk that sort of talk. They weren't born with that. That was an affectation. That's something they acquired through their cultural associations. We do that in every level of society. And that's okay. We have to function societally. But in terms of understanding the true significance of who we are, and in reference to the work that we do, what is it that we do? Who is it that we are? What the hell are we doing here? That's the big question of life. But the question of who am I in terms of what I've been doing, is what I'm doing really reflecting who I am? Is who I am really reflecting what I'm doing? Are these two sitting? Or, you know, is there this continual inattention between who I am and what I do? You know, and that affectation can be even greater now. You've got 4 planets in the 11th space of your horoscope, Pisces. 11th space is all the friends, all the people you're associating with. You have so many, you know, it's almost like a modular being. You know, you can plug yourself into any number of affectations at any given time. Just add a fashion statement to go with it, and we're there. This year I want you to strip back. This can be an exercise that doesn't require you to, you know, not put your makeup on or your fashion statement. It's a stripping back in terms of the awareness of who you are, in terms of the awareness of the people that you're with. Let me look at where I sit contextually in the work that I'm in the social fabric in which I am interwoven. How is that serving me throughout my life just now? Am I comfortable with it? You know, I want you to ask these really, really important questions. That's the only way you're going to get to the truth. And then, once you accept that position, it'll be quite a bit of fun watching the pit bull tear that off, because what is going to remain is the truth of who you are. And that's a really, really big relief, because then you don't have to pretend. There's a lot of energy that goes into pretense, a lot of energy that goes into keeping up with this, that or the other. It's just simply being who you are. And if you don't like it, as I say, you're not going to please everyone all of the time, Pisces. You know that. So please yourself this year, please. And please me by coming back next month. I hope you've enjoyed this. I think it's a pit bull. I'm out now. I can face up to it. Come on, pit bull. Tear it off, baby. I hope you'll join me here next month. That would please me. Your comments are welcome. In the meantime, join me also at astrology.com.au. That's my website. We have this, that and the other, all things astrological and esoteric for your enjoyment.